Question 23. For the graph of a function given below, write the interval during which the function is, the function is negative and increasing. And second part is the rate of change of function is decreasing. So that's what you want to write down. So let's read the question again. For the graph of the function below, write the interval during which the function is negative and decreasing. So find where the function is negative and decreasing and write that interval. And second part is the rate of change of function is decreasing, where the rate of change is decreasing. Okay. Now, which is the region where the function is negative and decreasing? Well, the function is negative here. Do you see that? So from -2 to infinity it is negative, except for at 2 where it is 0. Okay, so we consider 0 as non-negative. Okay, so interval during which function is negative and increasing. So basically you can say it is decreasing here and then increases from this point to this point, correct? So the answer for the first part is, so negative and increasing, right? So function f of x is negative and increasing, right? So what is the interval? So interval is from 0 to 2, correct? So we can write interval like this, 0 to 2. Is that okay? Or you could also write interval as x is greater than 0 and x is less than 2. So that is the answer for the first part. Now the next part says rate of change of function is decreasing. Do you understand what is rate of change? And how do you find rate of change of a function from the graph? Well, the rate of change at any point is tangent at that point, right? And the slope of the tangent gives you rate of change. Let's say this point here, so we draw a line here, correct? Well, it's not that good a tangent line, but anyway, like this kind of, you understand. Now here it is a negative slope, correct? Now here also it is negative, do you see? And at this point the slope is 0. After that we see that the slope becomes positive, right? And then again slope becomes 0. And then here the slope is negative. Do you see how the slope is changing? So when we say rate of change of function, then we have to see how the slope is changing, correct? And here, for example, the slope will be very negative, right? So we see as we move from -infinity to +infinity, then during this portion from -infinity to 0, the rate of change of slope is increasing or decreasing? Is increasing. Why is it increasing? Because it is negative, less negative, less negative, and 0. So it is becoming increasing. Do you understand? From more negative to 0 is increasing, correct? So the rate of change of function is decreasing, we want. Now here again from 0 it becomes positive, so it further increases. Do you see that? So it is increasing almost up to this point. Almost up to this point it is increasing. So from 0 it becomes slightly more positive, and now here onwards you see it is less positive. So it's more positive here. It's like a, if you see that particular portion, I could draw it here for you. It's kind of like this. This part is like this, and then we have a part like this. You see, this point is called point of inflection, correct? So here what happens is, up to this point, from here to here, the slope is increasing. But after that, you see it starts, it's very high positive. If I have to draw a slope here, it's kind of a very high positive slope. Do you see that? And there onwards, it's positive and high. So from here, it becomes less positive, 0. Do you see that 0? And then negative. So during this part of the graph, from here onwards, the slope is decreasing. Do you understand? The rate of change is decreasing. Therefore, the rate of change of function is decreasing from, we'll say this point almost, which is 1 for us, to infinity. So from 1 to positive infinity, we see that the rate of change of function is decreasing. So we say rate of change of function, rate of change of f of x is decreasing. I hope you understand how we got this answer. If you see the slope, so what you need to do is you have to check variation of slope. So basically in this question you have to answer how does the slope change, right, as you move right, from left to right, correct? So that is what you have to study, okay? So how does the slope change? And we saw the slope in this portion is very negative, becomes positive, 0 and positive till this place. So up to this point, rate of change is increasing. Do you understand? The slope is increasing. So from here to here, we have slope increasing up to this point. And in this region, slope is decreasing from here onwards till infinity. Do you see? So that is the answer. It's very important for students to understand this concept and answer it correctly. I hope now you understand. If you have still some doubts, put in your comments and we'll try to explain you. Thank you.